Okay, so here's another rational equation. And again, this one's going to lead to a linear equation at the very end. So again, we love fractions so much that we get rid of them. So how do we do that? So what we need to do is we need to multiply everything by the common denominator. Well, I've got x minus 3, I've got x plus 8, and then I've got x squared plus 5x minus 24. Well, guess what? I know that 8 times 3 is 24, and the difference of 8 and 3 is 5. So actually these two right here, the product of these two is this right here. So the common denominator for all of this is these two factors here. So I'm going to multiply everything on the outside by x minus 3 and by x plus 8. And guess what? I've got something really simple. Now, when I do this, notice what happens. So I'm going to multiply these two guys by this right here. But look at what we've got on top and look at what we've got on bottom. So you might say it cancels. I say it crosses out. Guess what we're left with? 3 times x plus 8. So that's exactly what I'm going to write down. Now that part right there might be a little bit tricky. So you might pause and rewind and come back to this spot. Okay, so give me a second to pause. Okay, now let's move on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these same two, so we've distributed them here, we're going to distribute here, and then we're going to distribute way over here. So now when we distribute over here, we've got the x plus 8 crossing out, leaving us with, you guessed it, plus 7 times x minus 3. So there we have that right there. Okay, now the final step over here is you take these two guys and you multiply it clear across over here. But guess what? Remember what we said earlier. This right here is this right here. So both factors and the quadratic down here in the bottom are going to cross out, eliminate, cancel, as some of you might say, leaving us with just a plain Jane 5. So there is my 5. Now, again, a linear equation, some simple distribution, 3x plus 24 plus 7x minus 21 equal 5. We're going to do some quick combining of like terms. Here we're going to get 10x, and here we're going to get, let's see, plus 3 equal 5. And we move this over, minus 3 minus 3, 10x equals 2. So what does x equal? It equals 2 out of 10, which is reduced 1/5. So here is the answer. Again, we know that x could not be 3, just checking the domain for a second. X cannot be 3, cannot be positive 3, and x could not be negative 8. And our answer is x equals 1/5, so that works, that's perfect. So this is the answer to this rational equation.